Okay, it should be recording. Why does it say? Okay, it doesn't say it's recording, but anyway. Hello, everyone. As you can see, things are a little bit different. I am on my phone right now, and I've come to show you my animations that, like, to a real animator, they probably look disgusting, but I don't know. I personally, me, just saying, I think they're okay. Yeah. So we're probably gonna start out. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with my worst ones, I think, and then start to move up to my best ones. So this is definitely my worst one right here, the color catastrophe. So when I was making this, like, I didn't really want to draw and animate everything, because if you see, I have to animate every individual frame. So I didn't really feel like doing it, so I just kind of just created like a blob, and it turned out to be this. Yeah, it's terrible. So the guy like waves his hands, and it creates this, and then it's like absorbs him, and then it starts creating like color in the world, and it creates like the color stickman. Yeah, it's not good. So then, for my next one, it would probably be the line. So this was the first one I actually ever made. See, it kind of like moves around, he jumps, makes an X marks the spot, digs it out, it just kind of bounces around. So you can see he like shoo, moves out, comes back in, makes like a circle. Here, as you can see, he like goes up and whoop, comes back down. And then here he kind of makes like an X marks the spot, and then he makes like a shovel and it digs it out. And then he comes back down from here, and he kind of like shoo, coils up like that, like a snake. And this one, how long is this one? 210, because this one's easier to draw. It's just like a line. So the next up, my other worst one is probably this one, penalty. So this is baseball, if you don't know. The guy throws it. He just like T-posed there. It's kind of weird. The ball hits him, and then the umpire's like back there, as you can see. He's like, penalty. I don't really know anything about baseball, so I don't know if that's like a penalty or if just, yeah. The thing about that, if you look really closely, like, oh, look at all those like marks, and I can't get rid of them. It's so terrible. Like, I don't like it. Like the marks from the ball. Look at that. Oh, it's so terrible. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like the one who drew it, so I like notice it. Okay, next worst one. Oh, I forgot about this one. Nuke. So when I was making this, I just wanted to see like what horrible noise I could make, and I ended up making this. Warning, it is gonna be kind of loud, so if you have headphones, please turn them down. So it's a nuke. It's a nuke, and it comes down. And whenever it does the explosion, it's a liar. Just listen. Like, say why you lying. Listen. Do you hear it? I don't know. I hear it. Like, once I heard it, I can never go back. Okay. Then, by the way, this one, Annoyance, I just made it to annoy my brother, so yeah, it's not a real animation. Then, let's see, I probably maybe like shopping. Beep. So the guy gives him the ball, and he goes like beep, and he beeps it, and gives it back to him. So then we have probably, this is hard, like seeing which ones are the worst. I'm gonna go with ball next. And you kind of hear the ball like boing, bong, bang, and it kind of bounces around. And if you notice, this frame falls directly into this frame, so it kind of makes it go like infinitely. Next worst one. This is really tough. I don't really know. Oh, this one. like how it just kind of does like, it just like pops up. It needs to be like slower, but I like the little Z's and how the alarm clock just goes like that. And I also made a really terrible noise when I was doing it. Like, listen to this. Yeah, it's pretty terrible. Okay, next up on the list. Oh, I forgot about this one. This one was just kind of like, because, so basically every 30 like frames, which are like these, I draw is every 1 second. So apparently it makes it really like smooth. So this one was more of a challenge, not really like a real animation. Let's see. After that, I would probably go with Volcano. And then it like does that, it cools down. I like that one. It like kind of like goes like, and it like fills up, and it like, yeah, it does that. So that one's really cool. I like that one. Next up, I think is probably Monster. Don't mind my heart. So the guy comes in, he's like crying, he puts down a rose for the person, and the rose's power gets absorbed into the ground, and the monster comes out of the grave, and he like grows like really big, like blocks. Okay, so then, oh, it's so tough. Okay, next worst one would probably be, oh, I forgot about Car, forgot about this one. I probably should have ranked this one lower, but I kind of forgot about it. I still kind of like it, though. It's still pretty good. I like the really simple ones. I don't know why. After that, I think, is Fight. So the guy, like, takes the sword out, hits him with, like, the little line from the hammer, and his sword falls out, and it hits him. Winner! And then, oh, this is really, really tough. Have I shown you? Okay, I'll go with Prick next. So the guy comes in with his finger and pricks his hand. I think after that, it's behind the scenes. It's like he draws. So this is supposed to be like me. I like come in like with the pencil, because if you notice, there's a pen right here. And then there's the eraser. So that's what it's supposed to be. I kind of like trying to mimic what they look like. And so that's me coming in with the pen, I draw, and then I'm like, I don't like it, so I erase it. It's like the lines don't look straight. And so I'd say next up, by the way, there's like a bunch of these that are like in a series, so I'm not going to count those, is Realization. So like the guy, as you notice, the top bar is like supposed to like mimic these tools up here. And if you don't, so that top, the middle one, right? I'll just show you what it does because it's kind of important. You like draw around something, and then you can like move it around. And I actually did use it for this one. It was kind of useful, but yeah. So the stickman comes alive that I drew, and he takes the little thing, right, that I was telling you about. He puts it around it, and so it creates a little square around it, and he moves it, and then it like, he tries to go under it, and then it like falls on his head, and he gets erased. Poor guy. Yeah. Let's see. Where are the other ones down here? Okay. Oh, this is really tough. I think it might be time to say my next one is Leaf Blower. I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah, Leaf Blower. So the guy, he like pushes on the leaf blower, and its force is like so powerful that it gets like blown away. And my favorite part is like how like the air kind of like swooshes up, and it like turns into like two little dots. Sometimes I like to play them backwards, like this one. The guy gets like sucked into it. So like the air like comes in, and it's like sucking everything in, and it like sucks all the air in too. I don't know. Anyway, next up would probably be, trying to think. Okay, so what are the ones we have left? We have, let's see. We have Grow. We have, like I said, some of these are in a series, so I'm just going to show those last. We have Grow, the Malevolent Mage, the Doppelganger, Teleport, Pop, and Magic. Okay, I'm gonna go with Magic here. So the guy, he makes this like magical ball, and it turns into a laser, and like the hands like just they so smoothly go back. I like how smooth the hands are. I don't know, and the fact that it like infinitely repeats itself, I think that like, I think it's like what was that in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I think that was, yeah. Oh no, that was the 6th one. Again, I have trouble saying that. I don't know why. Okay, so next up we have. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Pop. So as you can see, it's like a mouth, and so it like comes in, drops the gum, blows like a bubble, right? And the pencil comes in and pop. And I even have like a little popping sound I made. Look. You can kind of hear it. Yeah. So next up, Pop was in my top 5, I believe. So I think for else, so for the 4th one, I'm gonna have to go with Fight 2. No. I'm gonna go with Teleport now. This one is like, what? How I didn't ask? I thought I turned off my Wi-Fi. Unless we get to exit out easily. Well, I guess you guys are getting advertised now. Anyway, after that rude interruption, we go over here. So like, yeah, okay, Teleport. So he like appears, and then it creates like this cloud of smoke, and when it goes away, he vanishes. I like that one. So now for the top 3. I'm gonna go with Grow next. Grow. So he puts down the plant. As you can see, wait, I don't think I let the full animation go. So as you can see, he drops down the seed. It starts to crack open, as you can see on it, and then it kind of like blossoms. I feel like it's really cool when some of them get like smaller and some of them get bigger. I feel like that makes it look like really cool. I like it. So it grows up into a tree. It gets all these different leaves, and as you can see, like the seed soil, like the seed shell, like sinks down. And then the guy comes up, and he just kind of looks at it in awe, like, wow, my tree grew. Okay, so then that was my 3rd one. I'm going to have to say Fight 2 Doppelganger is next. This is like a sequel, I believe. Yeah, sequel to the Fight one. So this one might need some explaining to do, but I will explain it. So the guy, the Doppelganger, he just copies, and right, he copies his everything. So he brings out a gun. Turns out to be a water gun, makes a puddle of water. So the guy looks down. So then the Doppelganger's, okay, like, I have to copy him. He looks down, and then he's like, oh, wait. And then he starts to copy the puddle of water. And he falls down and turns into a puddle of water. And then for my favorite one is going to be Fight 3, the Malevolent Mage. Okay, so as you can see, this guy appears, and then the one guy on the left, he brings out like a little ball. Oh my gosh, my voice. Anyway, he brings out a little ball. He does like this cool like throw. The other guy, he eats a mushroom. I was thinking from Alice in Wonderland. So he throws it, kind of turns into like teeth, and then he eats the mushroom, and it makes him grow bigger. Like in Alice in Wonderland, when you eat the mushroom, it makes you grow bigger or smaller. So, and then he turns it to dust. And so he shoots a laser at him, and he shrinks down again. and he sucks it into a portal. So this guy throws a monster. He kind of like steps back. And so the monster starts to come after him, and it throws like hypnotism onto him. And then he pulls out a sword and kills him. And then he gets like the laser from him, and then he starts to turn him into dust. So he pulls out a mirror, and the mirror's like magical. So it puts like protection around him so he can't be turned to dust. And so then he's like, okay, I'll shoot the laser at him. But then he gets rid of the shield, and so it hits the mirror and it hits him, and then he turns to dust, and then he comes back. So yeah, that was all of my animations that I've ever made. Like I said, it's probably like disgusting to like an actual real animator. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is my first video on my phone, so yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Bye.